I would also like to thank my fellow candidates for running and for stepping up to the plate. It takes a great deal of courage to run for office and also a great deal of sacrifice. Special thanks, of course, go to Rick Houston, chair of the Candidate Recruitment Committee. You're exactly the kind of man we needed for the job, Rick, because you're so darn hard to say no to. As I mentioned, my name is Michael Messer. I'm running for Justice of the Peace here in Collin County. But while I've always been a Democrat, I haven't always been politically active. My wife and I moved to Plano after earning our degrees at the University of North Texas, and we quickly fell in love with the city. Addison became a public school teacher for Garland ISD, and I landed a great job as an accountant out in Irving. In 2011, as she was halfway through her first year of teaching, the legislature was debating whether it was going to cut $10 billion from public schools. Knowing what that would mean for my wife, I became very active overnight. I spent a great deal of time researching public schools and the issues that affect them. I joined the efforts of a nonpartisan group called Save Texas Schools, and I drug her to our first protest with 13,000 other people on the steps of the Capitol in Austin. It was there that I heard Senator Davis speak for the first time about the draconian cuts and what they would mean for our schools. I became the Dallas-Fort Worth regional organizer for Save Texas Schools and spent a great deal of time traveling to speak before various groups. And it was during that time that I spoke before a group that is now well known as the Women Organizing Women Democrats. I had the honor of speaking at that year's Collin County Democratic Party. And it was at that time that I realized that with only one party in office, I wasn't going to be able to get my ideas any traction before those that were in power. So with the help of George Nassar and Matt Lagos, I co-founded the Collin County Young Democrats, and I served as that club's president for the next 2 years. I've helped candidates block walk and phone bank, and served as the vice chair of the coordinated campaign committee here in Collin County. I helped find volunteers for last year's Your Vote is Your Voice rally, and I was asked to play a couple of my political parody songs beforehand and before that amazing slate of candidates that we had in last year's election. I consider it a great privilege to have been part of the efforts to grow our base in Collin County, and I look forward for the next several years, if not decades, to come to work with all of you. It was spring of last year when Addison and I decided that we were ready to have a child, and in January of this year, our son was born. While many people might find that to be a great moment to relax and to step away from politics, I looked at it as a great reason to get even more involved. After all, he's going to be in kindergarten in just a few years, and I know how crappy it is, so, Many people have asked, why JP? As Justice of the Peace, I will have a direct impact on the lives of people who enter my court. Many of those people are struggling to make ends meet. A few of you may know this, but most probably don't. I spent the first 15 years of my life living in a mobile home park in Denton, Texas. It was there I learned that real friends don't care about the color of your skin or the money in your wallet. Heck, most of my friends who have graduated college still don't have any in their wallets, so most of us are still struggling. So why JP? Because I know what it means to have to choose between paying a court fine and feeding your family. I understand how hard it is for a mom who's working 2 jobs and struggling to make ends meet, to be able to, after 5 hours of sleep, wake up and take her kids to school. I've known families who have constantly lived on the edge of homelessness, never knowing when the other shoe was going to drop. We need someone on the bench who understands the realities faced by an ever-growing portion of our community. We deserve to have someone who will listen and care about us as individuals, not just as another case. My name is Michael Messer, and I hope to earn your vote and to serve as your voice in the Collin County courts.